Palmistry is another way to tell about a person and about their gifts, also psychic gifts. Now, this is my right hand. I have to use myself as an example. Anytime you have an X in your hand, this deals with the mystic X or the spiritual X, or some called the mystic cross. And so the X in your hand, it reveals that you are psychic, intuitive, you're spiritual, you're wise, and always seeking the truth and knowledge. And also you deals with magic and the spiritual realm. And this deal with occult knowledge. You always want to grow in spirituality and knowledge. This is that Chai energy, or that Reiki energy, or that Ka energy. So this, if you got the X in your hand, especially if it's like almost like perfect. Now, if it's not perfect, this could reveal that you have a hot temper, you're impulsive, you're snappish, very sensitive, and you have out of control feelings and emotions and stuff like that. And also you having spirits that attack you, or spirits coming within your being and taking control of you. Now, if you look at between my heart line, which is the top line in my hand, and the head line, which is in the middle, you see an X in the middle between my heart line and the head line. Just look carefully. You see it as my hand moving. You see the X in the middle. As a matter of fact, it's two X's. But this explains what I deal with this spiritual realm. I'm very much psychic. I'm clairsentience. And I'm claircognizance. I got all the psychic gifts and ability. Especially if I continue to activate the other, which like a medium, I could be a medium. I channel energy. So I am a medium. And so the thing is, I deal with the spiritual world. I like everything spiritual. I see everything as spiritual. And I am the performer of energy, which they call magic. I deal with the universe. And so that this explain. Now, I also got an X that's by my Saturn finger. I got a big old X by my Saturn finger, which is the middle finger. And the middle finger with the X at, this explained that I love the occult knowledge, the hidden, because that what Saturn deals with. Saturn also deals with darkness and stuff like that. I mean, plus my X big, so I do it on a big level. And I can be obsessed with it and stuff like that. That's what Saturn deal with. And I like to be structured and organized and everything else. So this Saturn deal with. And I'm very focused and got a great concentration. So that deal with when it comes to occult knowledge, the spiritual realm, and tapping into the unknown world. So that's all it explains. And so the X is sort of like between Saturn and Venus. And the Venus, and I also got like a triangle. I got a triangle, and I got an X that's in the triangle. And I'm about to explain that in a minute. As you look, my Venus finger is my ring finger. The ring finger is the Venus finger. The triangle that's pointing upward always deals with that it's protection from the divine. Divine got me forever. That's protecting me. And that I get information from the source. It deals with my higher self, higher being. That I'm connected to the source. And things like that. It deals with the Trinity of my mind, spirit, and body is protected. It deals with the third eye. I also deal with higher consciousness. And it deals with wisdom and balance and harmony. And it's for me to trust the universe and everything, because the universe is with me. And also, this is spiritual communication and messages from the source. So this is my gift. So that deal with when you see the triangle and you got the X in it, this is protecting my energy, protecting it. I'm protected from psychic attacks. I'm protected by the universe. I'm protected by the spiritual realm. So I'm a healer and all this here. I'm protected from spells, from psychic attacks, and from rituals and from hexes that I deal with. I'm protected. So when you got the triangle and you got the X in there, that's what it means. So it's wrapped by Venus. So Venus deal with the good life. So it's that I would live the good life, and I'm empathic. I'm an empath to energy, pick up on energy. I deal with love. And that's why I love some everyone, stuff like that. That what it deals with. I'm very creative, and whatever I vision, I manifest it. So this deal with the Venus effect, very nurturing, very caring, and I live in my higher mind, but I also live on the earthly plane where I manifest things. So that I mean with a triangle right there, that all these gifts that I have, I'm protected with these gifts that I'm here to utilize to help me. My empath ability to pick up on people's emotions, and to be able to understand their emotions and read them. So, and also deal with love, to be an example of love, and inspire love in others, and here to use my gift to make people happy and stuff like that. So that what that means right here. That's all it means, because it's the ring finger, which is the Venus finger, that deal with marriage, that deals with unity, partnership, and stuff like that. So that's all it means. That so wherever you got the triangle at, that mean that you are protected in whatever area that's on your hand. When you got the X, that means your psychic gifts. And the X also means what areas of life that you will master and that you will grow into to be a better person. And so this right here will help you to understand yourself. Our palmistry is very accurate and very excited. So by you knowing where the X places, you understand your special gift and your special talent. Now let's go into mounts. What is mounts? Mounts is like a mountains. It's like a hill. And so the bigger your mount is, the more energy that you will operate in that area. Like it's under your finger. All them little mounts that's under my finger that you see on here is the areas of life where I operate under. Like, for example, I got 2 mounts under the Venus area and in between that area. So it's a balance. I have some of that love. That's under the ring finger area. But I also got a mount in the Jupiter area. That's in the index finger area. That finger that you point. It's a big mount under there too. So, and also between the Venus and Saturn area, and also between the Venus and Mercury area. So it's a balance with, say, Venus and Mercury. It'd be the same traits as, like, when I say the Jupiter area, where I got a big old mount. It's a good little size. So that means that I'll be a leader. I'll be very happy, upbeat. The type who very adventurous, fun-loving, who are a leader naturally, very expressive, communicative, and very positive and aspiring. And now between the Saturn and Venus area, it's a balance. So that means that I'll be balanced when it comes to love. I'll be balanced and organized and structured, but at the same time, my love is freely. And so I'll be more stable in this area. Now, when you got the sun, the Venus between Venus and Mercury area in my hand, this means that I will be balanced when talking about communication, when dealing with the mind. I'll be balanced because it's Venus and Mercury. It's in between the mount. You got a little bit of Venus, you got a little bit of Mercury, so it's balanced there. I'll be balanced when it comes to expressing myself through love, and don't go overboard, and know when to back off and not be so excessive. And also, I'll be balanced when dealing with the mind, where I won't go overboard. You know what I mean? But sometimes I could go overboard, but that balance keep me straight. Basically, on your right hand, like if you're right-handed, what's going on in the right hand means that it's the action that taking place right now. It's what's going on right now. That's what it means. And so that's how important palmistry is, because it's based on what's going on right now. You know what I mean? The right hand. The left hand is the gift that you came in with. I ain't did the left hand yet. I'll probably make another video for that. But as you see all them big old mounts under my finger. I mean, you see it. So that mean like almost in every area. You know what I mean? That's the energy I'm carrying out. And you see the mount in my sun area was to the bottom, where my thumb area is very big. I mean, I got a lot of energy. Sun energy, very sensual, very creative. And this makes me more of a leader. This is a big engine. all that energy there. So sexy and so sensual and so hormones throbbing. I'm very creative. This is with the creative area to do with my hobbies. I like to have fun, enjoyment, excitement about life. So crunk right here, positive energy, stylish, charming, all that there. So that what I deal with. That's how big it is. Then you see the Mars area, which means the lower Mars area, which above the sun area in my hand. The lower Mars area is big too, so that means that I got a lot of energy right there. A lot of energy. That's just Mars represents your life force. I take action. I don't like to sit there. I take action about things, and I like to have fun, excitement, and it also makes make me aggressive. So now we see on the outer hand, the outer side of my hand. And so this is basically the upper Mars area that's on the left side of my hand. The left side of my hand, you see the big old mount that's between the heart line and the head line. That mount means that when it's puffed like that, it means that I have self-control and endurance, but it also means that I'm steady and I'm fearless of danger and I'm bold and stuff like that. That would mean I have a lot of energy. I could go for days. I'm very persistent and I don't stop until I accomplish something. And the plane of Mars is in the center. Like the plane of it is in the center of my hand. And the lower Mars, that I said earlier, is by the sun. The sun area to the bottom of my hand is above the sun area by my thumb. And the lower Mars is displaying that I'm adventurous and I'm healthy. And also that I'm brave and I could be a leader and stuff like that. I am a leader. And under the upper Mars area is the moon area. And the moon area, I got an X. Right there. So this means that in this area, I'll be divine and spiritual, that deal with emotions, that deal with clairvoyance ability. And that's why I'm able to read people. It's not really a real big mount, but it's still, it's like balance as far as emotion state. Now under the moon area is Pluto. Pluto is under the moon area, but Neptune is next to Pluto. So in this area, I got a little X there in the Pluto area. So this means that my power is going into the cult world, the unknown. I got an X there. And there's not no real big mount there, but then again, it's a good little mount. But I got an X there. So that means that this is the area that I will grow and develop myself in right here. And so that's all it means. So I just broke it down to you about the mounts, and about the X's, and about the triangles in your hand. So any area in your hand, the triangle represents protection. And also your psychic self, your divine self, that you protected from psychic attacks and from spirits and demons, but also it represents you ascending to your higher self, and you are your higher self. You are reaching your divinity. So anytime you develop a triangle in any area, that's the area of life that you will be protected in, and that you're growing in, and that you are in your higher self, and that you have psychic gifts and powers. Now the X is more about your psychic gifts, your expertise, your gifts in general, the areas of life that you're gonna master and that you're growing into. You know what I mean? Also your healing powers, and if you work magic and stuff like that. Now the mounts is, it depends on how much mounts you got. If you got a big mount, that's the area you most likely to carry out. Now if you got a mild mount or a balanced mount, that means that you're balancing that area. If you lacking a mount, that means that's where you're lacking at. You're lacking energy in that area. You lacking gifts and talents in that area. Now it's Arcane Lit who brought you this light. Now you know. Just look on your hand, since you know the meaning of things, and you can read your hand yourself. And I will do more on palmistry, so stay tuned. I'm gonna give you more information. This is part 1 of the series. Really, it's not a series, but I will continue to give you some more knowledge and information. Ashe.